Hey everybody, Gary with Basecamp Trading. Let's take a look at gold futures today. Gold, really for the most part, was kind of a mess to trade today. You can see all these wicks and dojis and lots of indecision. Overall, the market moved lower, but it was just a really choppy move as it worked its way sideways to down. Really worked its way down. But again, very choppy. Wicks on each side of the candles, which means prices moving up and down, up and down, up and down. Even though it's working its way lower, that's a choppy mess. That's extremely difficult to trade this kind of price action. However, right off the pit open, we did get a couple decent Renko setups that we could trade. This was the bar where the ghost pit in gold open. And you can see we triggered a continuation doji to the upside, put in this bottoming tail. The entire body of the bar was buying, closed above both the 50 and 200, which we know are significant support and resistance lines, triggering a continuation doji to the upside. That as that was triggering, we had a good slow line zero touch on our Renko chart, which we'll show in a minute. And then we end up leaving this big topping tail, setting up a shooting star. Then we kind of chopped our way lower. And again, after that triggered, it was messy, but we never went back above that. That actually triggered the move that ultimately led to a lower move in the market. Again, it was a choppy mess, very difficult to try and trade that, but it did trigger a move lower. So it triggered on that bar, kind of moved up and down, and then this bar actually gave us a trend reversal breakout on our Renko chart. Now you can see we pushed down, then left this big bottoming tail, came right back up, but we were able to take advantage of a trade in that price action right there. And this is what that looked like on the Renko chart. Right here is where we were triggering that continuation doji. Had a slow line zero touch. Slow line is the slow line on MQ momentum. The zero line is the line that the histograms move above and below. We pulled back, got a decent momentum reset, which gives us room for momentum to accelerate our trade in the direction we want to go. We were triggering the continuation doji on the 30-minute chart with a really strong bullish trigger bar. And the potential to grab $400-$500 a contract, again, depending on how you're trading that. But you did have the potential to grab $400-$500 on that. And then this is where it kind of got choppy on that 30-minute chart, but it had triggered that reversal doji, or the shooting star to the downside. And again, it's a little choppy, but we pushed down, made a pivot, wasn't a lower pivot low. Our previous pivot low was back here. And then we put in a lower pivot high. And then when we break below this pivot right here, that triggers a trend reversal breakout to the downside. And that actually triggered on this bar. This bar was still in the cloud. Like it better when it's on the right side of the smooth 50 and out of the cloud. But we were on the right side of the smooth 50. All of our moving averages in alignment. We had triggered a slow line zero touch prior to that, so we had momentum in our favor. And we triggered that trend reversal breakout right here, and we got a decent push down. Could have grabbed, up to maybe $400 per contract. Again, depending on how you're trading it. Probably for sure would have locked in 300. And then we moved right back up again, and you can see gold was just sloppy the rest of the day, and it drifted its way lower, kind of lower, but that was a real choppy drift to the downside right there. But we did have a couple decent opportunities trading our Renko charts in gold today.